Hello, welcome to the Daily Bible Podcast. My name is William Hemsworth, and I thank you so much for joining me. Well, I'm in my car again. I know I did that earlier this week, but this time my internet was out at the house. So anyway, the show must go on. Thanks for bearing with me, but daily show. The show has to go on, right? Today we're going to finish up Matthew chapter 19. We're going to look at Matthew 19, 27 through 30, which says, "Then Peter said in reply, 'Behold, we have left everything and followed you. What then shall we have?' Jesus said to them, 'Truly I say to you, in the new world, when the Son of Man shall sit on his glorious throne, you who have followed me will also sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone who has left houses, or brothers, or sisters, or father, or mother, or children, or lands for my name's sake, will receive 100-fold and inherit eternal life. But many that are first will be last, and the last first.'" So this finishes up the whole dialogue. Well, previous to this, Jesus talked to the rich young man who asked that he said he needed it. He said he kept all the commandments. And what was he lacking to gain eternal life? Jesus told him, "Sell everything, follow me." This is Jesus' interaction with his disciples, because prior to this, if you joined us yesterday, Peter said, who then can be saved? And today, Peter says, "Behold, we've left everything and followed you." Remember, they did leave their occupations. Jesus said, "Follow me," and they followed him. 3 years they followed him. They ate with him. They slept with him. That's what ancient disciples did with their masters. They slept in the same room. They followed them everywhere. But here Jesus is saying, you're going to be regenerated by this. And he's also making a very interesting parallel, which parallels what the Jewish historian Josephus says. Because if you look at verse 28, he's talking about how he's going to rule and that the 12 disciples will also rule on thrones. This is the establishment of the church, historically speaking. The establishment of the universal church includes the reestablishment of Israel under the leadership of the 12. And here Jesus is taking a step further, saying that the restored kingdom of Israel is the church. But what I want to do now is just look at the coming verses, because sometimes these are used by prosperity preachers to preach the heretical prosperity gospel, in my opinion. So yes, if we give up something for Jesus, Jesus says that he will give us 100-fold and inherit eternal life. Some people spin that to say if you follow Jesus, you're not going to get sick. You're going to have all this money. If you come to Jesus for money, he is not your God. Money is, plain and simple. Jesus says, to put this in context with what he said to the rich young man, "You must be willing to give up everything to follow me. If you want to be my disciple, pick up your cross daily and follow me." For some, it may mean giving up their wealth. Not necessarily everyone. There's nothing wrong with being successful. For some, it may be to give up their career and go into a new career field. For some, it may mean moving, maybe being a missionary. We need to be willing to make that sacrifice for the sake of Christ, because he is worthy of it. And he says he'll give us 100-fold. That doesn't necessarily mean money. It could be the peace of knowing that our needs will be met. It just could be the joy of spreading the gospel message. So just something to think about. And just like I've said over the last couple days, Are we putting Christ first? Are we really and truly putting him first? Or are we just saying it and giving him lip service? Anyway, guys, that concludes Matthew chapter 19. We'll start Matthew 20 tomorrow. God bless you. Visit my website, williamhemsworth.com, for other articles, other shows I do. It's all free for you guys. Feel free to check it out. Share this show if you enjoy it. God bless you, and thank you for listening.